one of the many things that would hinder you from making progress, from taking action, from making that decision, from putting yourself out there is shame. You overthink shame. And then the thing about shame is the concept of shame is very, I would say, fluid, in the sense that shame can be unreal. So what is my definition of shame? So shame is usually the projection of another person on your action, which that other person expects that you will acknowledge. Immediately you acknowledge that projection, shame crystallizes. There is no shame until there's a projection by party A. Party B realizes and acknowledges that projection. Now, before shame occurs, party B may be very oblivious of, shame. Oh, this is not shameful. Oh, I am carrying on and conducting my life as I should, as I normally would, right? Then party A then looks at you with this eye of, oh my God, what's this guy doing? Oh, and starts projecting cringe, starts projecting shame. So the vibe starts coming to you. Do you know that it is only until you acknowledge that you feel shame? So if you refuse that acknowledgement, there is no shame. So that's why I get the concept of people saying, oh, this guy is shameless. Oh, this guy has no shame. Why? Because the conduct the supposed shameless person has engaged in, right, is meant to be shameful. But because the shameless person has refused to acknowledge shame being projected by another person who expects that conduct should be shameful. And I'm not saying that there are no shameful things, right? But what I want to take away from this is that the shame you feel is the shame you allow to overwhelm you. Until shame overwhelms you, you don't feel it. So there are many people on social media, there are many people you encounter in life, and maybe either what you love them for or what you despise them for is the fact that they are shameless, just totally shameless people. They have no regard for, what can be socially maybe shameful or not, shameful, right? But it is because they lack a certain trait, which in some way may work to their advantage, which is their non-acknowledgement of shame that is being projected by others. And I'll give you examples, 2 examples. One is a Nigerian guy on Twitter called Daniel Rega. Now, Daniel Rega gives very unusual, very unpopular, very, maybe odd comments on public issues that you'll find, how does someone, think or reason like this? But initially, it looked like he was being resisted. But now, life has created his space and his niche for him, and life allows him progress like that. The next example is Donald Trump. He has a very unusual and uncommon way of tweeting, of speaking, that many would describe as being unpresidential. But guess what? He's now come to be known for that style, for that, way of speaking, and life has created his own space and path for him. Now, what is the takeaway? The takeaway for you is that on the other side of shame lies the exploit you're actually anticipating. If only you can cut off the apron strings of shame tying you back, you will see that life itself is waiting to allot your own space to you. I hope this has helped you greatly. Cheers.